Well, you guys, over the weekend, some shocking news came out. FKA Twigs, an LA-based musician, filed a lawsuit against actor Shia LaBeouf. I don't know if it's Shia or Shia.
Right.
She is accusing him of alleged sexual abuse, assault, and infliction of emotional distress. On Sunday, singer Sia joined the conversation, claiming Shia is a pathological liar and that he allegedly conned her into an adulterous relationship. Now, Khleo, you've joined the mix at a perfect time with this story. You worked with Shia when you were younger on the movie Holes. So let me start with you. What do you think about this, and what was it like working with him?
There's an old saying, and I think we can all relate to this, and it's hurt people hurt people. We can all relate to that. It's very unfortunate that all three of these people's stories have to be, put out there publicly to be scrutinized and broken down left and right. For me, when me and Shia worked together, we were kids, we were children. I had no previous interaction with Shia before us walking on the set of Holes. I had no idea the things that Shia had gone through before us working together. For those who don't know, he put out a film called Honey Boy, which was an autobiography about his life and what his relationship was like with his father. Watching that film, you see the things that may have scarred Shia through the years. And I feel that he's trying to battle those things even still till today. And, all we can really hope for is that all three of these people who are involved in this situation are able to be better on the side after than they were before. That's all I can really say to the fact, man.
When you were working with him on Holes, did you ever see his interactions with his father and ever see maybe abuse? Because I know in the movie they showed his father kind of, being abusive and being traumatically, challenged through that relationship.
Yeah, it showed in the film, and this was something that I was not aware of. We spent 3 months working on this film, and we were together like this. You see it in the film. We're in so many scenes together. Shia's dad was there. But no, I never saw anything with my own eyes. But I believe when Shia did that film, it was to kind of show behind the curtain of why he may be the way he is. And all we can all hope is that, he figures out how to battle those issues like we all are every single day.
I also think it's important to have a strong support system, especially when you're trying to work through your own kind of emotional trauma from especially childhood. I think it's nice that like you, Khleo, you came on here, you didn't bash him. You're like, you know what? Hurt people hurt people. You acknowledge that he has a past and he's trying to work through it. And sometimes people need support and they need help.
Yeah.
Everyone goes and bashes them.
Yeah, no, Jamie, everybody's human. I was just reading this morning one of my books, and it was just talking about the story of Elijah, right? And I don't think if y'all really dig into that story of Elijah in the Bible, he was one of the most depressed people in the Bible, and God used him because he was so depressed. He used him to show that he could take him out of this. And I think we live in a world where we praise people for their success, and we forget that these successful people are human. These successful people are dealing with demons. These successful people aren't perfect, and some don't want to be role models. They just want to use their talent to spread that light across the world. So I think this is a real learning point to show that, like Khleo said, hurt people, but at the end of the day, also everybody is human. So but that's no excuse. At the end of the day, it's no excuse to take that out on the other people. And I think that's what we have to learn. And I think that's how we grow from situations like this, using this as an example to not be that person, to be able to grow from the abuse that we maybe was dealt with in our past.
Yeah.
Lesson, Shia and Twigs, just love, and hopefully, they can work this out in a better way.
Are y'all ready to get into some topics? Because that's what we're here to do.
Absolutely.
Let's get into it.
All right, so y'all know it's a huge week for the battle against COVID-19, and the first batches of the vaccine have arrived in America and have started to be distributed. I want to know, are y'all getting the vaccine now, later, or never?
Hell no! Oh.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah!
I'm
gonna have to wait.
There's no way that this black man is ever going to get a vaccine. Ever. Did we not forget that in the 1930s, the American government told 600 black men at the Tuskegee experiment in Alabama that they were giving them free health care and injected them with syphilis for years and had the cure and did not give them the cure? No, No, history has taught us do not trust the government, especially if you're a black man in this country. Hell to the no.
But I'm hearing that they might make it mandatory. Like you have to get this vaccine. So how will that come into play if it's mandatory? I'm not taking it either. But
no, because I even heard like some colleges, in order to go back on campus, you're gonna have to get the vaccine. So it's like, as college students, what do you do? Like, you want to go enjoy college, but this new vaccine, like, you're kind of scared to take it. Like, what do we do?
That's very unfortunate when they're gonna force you to have to do something. I'm gonna play devil advocate on this side, where this COVID is really real. You know, whether we want to believe it or not. I have a lot of people who experienced it. And lost a lot of people from it. And I have friends who didn't experience it at all. So the thing that's messed up about this whole pandemic is that it is real, but it's like, what's the objective of this whole pandemic, right? Because if this is something that's so deadly, then why are certain places open? If this is something so deadly, why are certain states not as cautious as others? So we know there's an ulterior motive behind it. But like Anton said, I'm not getting that goddamn vaccination.
I'm not getting that.
I'm right there with you, man. I don't think I'm not signing up for this, man. For them to be able to all of a sudden roll out a vaccine in the 9 months that it's, you know, taking over the entire world. It was a pandemic, and we don't have cures for things that have been here for years and generations. Exactly. I'm not trusting the situation at hand, man. And yes, if they do make it mandatory, now we're dealing with a different situation here. They mandatory this thing where we can't go outside, we can't travel, we can't do anything due to this. I don't know. An uprising may be on the way, ladies and gentlemen. Back it up.
For real though, like I don't understand how you can force someone to put something in their body. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's like legal, but I feel like morally, like, do you not sit back and think, like Khleo said, it's only been 9 months. We barely know why COVID affects some people worse than others. So how are you claiming that this vaccine is supposed to help?
Yeah. Well, that's why this show is so important. Like we always talk about, as much as we're entertaining, we're educating our youth and the future generation. So there's always going to be ways around it. You know, just like some people don't be paying their tax money and bills and stuff. So it's always a way around this. You just do your own research and research on this.
Well, I never even took the flu shot, so I'm definitely not taking this. So,
speaking of COVID, unfortunately, I had plans this weekend to put on my Timbs, get all my 2000s gear together, and watch this versus battle between Ashanti and Keyshia Cole. And specifically because I wanted to see Keyshia just smash Ashanti, even though I love Ashanti.
Your camera did to you last time.
Keyshia has the hits, but unfortunately, Ashanti did let us know that she contracted COVID-19. And so I want to wish Ashanti a speedy recovery. And I want to tell her that we're all praying that, you know, you're safe, you're well, and that you're just, you know, in the house getting better. But that being said,
Tom, before you go on, because you just did that Ashanti slander. She don't want to hear you saying wish her well. So
get it wrong.
Ashanti, wish you well. We hope that you get better. We know this COVID-19 thing is really serious out there. But the Mitz family wish you well. Ashanti, get well soon.
Absolutely. And I love Ashanti. I love Ashanti. Ashanti is like, baby, baby, baby. I love Ashanti. That's, but Keyshia.
Yeah, I mean,
come on, Romeo.
Keyshia was still gonna kill her hands down.
Hands down? Yo, no. Yo, listen.
Question about it.
Jazz, listen.
Keyshia had me in my feelings when I was 13 years old.
That's fine. Okay? Y'all was singing about love, but you didn't even know what love was. No, Jazz.
You know what? I thought I did. Keyshia educated me through her music when I was 5? Like, come on.
See?
Right. That's right.
I don't agree. I went in and I went song for song between Ashanti and Keyshia on my actual live stream. And let me tell you, Ashanti got them bangers. She got that pen. I'm trying to tell you.
Sure.
I told
you. She does. Well, before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say we could have called K Michelle too. You know, Ashanti Get Your Rest. We'll just slide K Michelle in there versus Keisha. We'll keep it going. That would be good, right?
Period. Guys, you could call someone, make that happen.
Yeah.
But Keisha would have smashed her too. She would have smashed her too.
Yeah, she would have.
Anton, in your opinion, who would beat Keisha then?
Oh. Of that caliber, like in that era, I don't know. Maybe Mary J. Blige, because they got the same kind of style, the same kind of speaking going on. But Mary, her catalog, that's an unfair battle.
I'm like, no. That's not giving
great to hear Anton say that though. It's great to hear Anton say that because I always felt like as soon as Mary J. Blige dropped Desiree in this Desiree, we got when she dropped that was an open lane for Keisha to slide right in and be like, let me get the heartbreak pen. And just every song that Keyshia Cole rolled out, it was just about being a woman and in love, and he breaking it over and over and over. She put out 2.5 albums of all her 26 songs. They all
He's crying in the corner, drinking some red wine. Okay.
Well,